That is true. There is no power there. I need to go from here, and I've already got 4 connections. I think I'm going to do a separate... I don't want to set up another power gen. Do I have any spare lines on this one? I do. I've got 1 spare line. Alright, and do it. Alright, that frees up one of my lines, and... I'm confusing myself. That was running to there and to there. These are all out of order now. Alright. Parts and parts. Alright, we just blew a breaker. When that one turned on, we overloaded the network. This one. Yep. Just over the top. Crap. I don't want to have so many power stations that I have to keep track of, but I don't have a choice. Alright, we're gonna have to do one more power gen. I think I'm just gonna run the mines back here off their own power. Now I need concrete. Come on. I seem like registering some of my clicks. Alright, that takes the load off of those. These are still strung out pretty weird, but that should free up what I need. And I didn't have to reset it this time. Alright, look at that fancy thing. Alright, come on. Come on up right here. You stopped being... Oh, there it goes. Just takes a while, apparently. I suspect the quantities are not equal. And that I'm going to have these weird stutter starts or way too much of one thing and not enough of another. There's probably a science to splitting the output like here, so you have only half pipes, and then you have pipes feeding into that side, and then another assembler making the bolts. Something like that, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. Let's see. So we've got rotors being produced now. Per minute, 132 per minute. Is that what's coming in currently? Not sure how to read these effectively. 6 per minute. I'm pretty sure this means I'm massively over-delivering screws. Maybe not. Kind of looks like I'm not, actually. I think it's stutter starting, because now it's waiting for the screws to be resupplied. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me. The way this is feeding in. I'm not sure I'm understanding what's happening here. So now there's a gap while it's waiting for the load to continue. While this is so it's an iron that's actually the massive one that's massively oversupplied, because it's stopping the belt continuously. But how would you get more activity on the belts? It's not like I can add to this. Yeah, I don't understand how you would speed this process up. There's a tier 2 belt that doubles the speed? Oh, alright. Well, that makes more sense. That's the only thing I could figure is it looks like I'm maxed the capacity on the inflow. So I couldn't figure a way of doing this. I can't add another belt. There's only 2 inputs, and I've got to have the rods. Short of just dropping screws in here to keep ahead of the curve. Where are you? Give me these. I'm supposed to go this way. There we go. Manually drop a boatload of screws in there. Won't maintain the lead forever, but it'll at least keep this progress going continuously for a fair amount of time. It's another thing to keep track of. I wonder how many screws you can drop in there. 500 probably? I think it's always one full stack. Now that I've pulled the massive overflow amount. It's not going to build that up again. Alright. Cool, so we got that figured. So we've got rotors. I forget how many the space elevator was looking for. Alright, I need to get the space elevator put back up again. Not sure how long I'll be on this evening to continue looking at this, and it'll probably end before I can put more time into it, so... what else do we have here? So, I need to get the space elevator so I can see what this is. I want to at least see what the options are. Alright. Space elevator, how much did you need again? I used up a lot of your materials. Concrete, plates, bars, and copper. Lots of lots. Alright, got the concrete. I've already collected everything out of there. Let's grab up all the biofuel. Never actually put biofuel on this thing. Where'd my biofuel go? Didn't I just put that in my inventory? Apparently I put it in the wrong direction. Cheap there. Alright, that should last a good long while. Now the problem is I'm not producing any plates or bars beyond what's actually being generated to turn into rotors. Terribly inefficient. Terribly inefficient. Meaning I would have to manually produce large amounts of plates and bars myself in order to satisfy this. 100 more plates and 170 more rods. Whoops. Well, that would be why that turned off. And as I've mentioned, I don't like holding this button down. Which means more factory. Which really means just duplicating. Unless I were to back these up a bit, split the lines into separate smelters, or where is the actual log jam? The log jam is like right here. Seems like if I put a split in here and ran plates. Hey there, 100 plates. Let's do that. Hey there, other 100 plates. No, that's not plates, that's the ingots. That speeds my process up a bit. Ah, this won't be too bad. See you, Soldadia. Catch you next time. Probably should have checked if I still had copper running. I need that big pile of wire. Okay, wire. Not nearly enough. Stuck on the terrain. Hey there, big floaty thingy. That's about the closest look I've gotten at one of those. Come on, register my clicks, damn it. Alright. Wire done, get the, that's a pretty tall plateau back there. Get the elevator up. See what techs we have access to. Oh, there's that slime that was probably beeping at me. Uh-oh. Really? They didn't have enough power until because that whole line was down? Crap. Man. That's not cool. Ugh. Let's see. Alright, let's do this. Got 2 lines running off. Yeah, I think everything's running again. Green lights, green lights, green lights. Everybody's got green lights. Alright, so copper's running. All those, I just need the wire. Alright, shove them out as fast as I can go. So I'm thinking of that turbocharge option. I don't think I can turbocharge a conveyor belt. Probably has to be some kind of a production facility. Would help to turbocharge the rotor facility because it's already got a shortfall from the inputs speed. Alright, we've got the materials. Now, once again, where to put it? One idea is up on that plateau. I'm not 100% sure how I would run the materials up to it that way. Can't quite see up there. Or out and about. Oh, alright. Apparently that is far enough if I fall all the way to the ground. I want to go look at that plateau real quick. I should grab some bushes while I'm running up there. Yeah, pretty good sized plateau. Very dense biome. Alright, well there's the factory from way high up. Alright, so if I try to plant it up here, I'd have to just drop it right in a spot where I can't see it too well. Whoops, that one, that one. It will let me plant it up here, which I guess is good. Like I said, trying to figure out like so, and put the, let's see, inputs are, yeah, inputs and inputs, both inputs. I'm not sure what to put them on that side, and if I would be running conveyor belts around the hill, or if I can go up slope. Let's face them on the far side for now. I just want to get this thing down and see what the options show. Alright, that is pretty cool. So, 50 rotors, 75 reinforced plates. Might be close to that number. I've already got 66 rotors. There we go. So, 75 reinforced iron plates. And that's what goes now. Alright. How to get down without killing myself. That's still a long drop there. But how many, yeah, I don't have enough of the factory lines going. I'm having to kind of bootstrap my way through a few things, interrupting processes. There is probably a most efficient way to chain these together to get this early stuff done until the more complicated techs and such come along. We got the fuel thing taken care of finally though. Now, remember right, it's screws and metal plates for the reinforced. Yeah, iron plates and screws. So, what I'm gonna do is turn that off temporarily. Change this to iron plates. Back on. Trying to think through while I'm holding this little button down the production chain and where I could put splits in. But the way I've got it now, if I split the conveyor at the point where it's going from the constructor to the assembler, have half of it go for the rotor, and then split off another line of these screws to be combined with metal plates to do reinforced iron plates in a production line as well. That would still mean I'd need one more line producing pure plates, pure iron plates, to then feed into that same system. No matter what, I'd still end up with at least one or two more lines to get all these things being produced auto-magically. These reinforced iron plates are going to take quite a while. Halfway there. Looking a lot like I could have got away with just a single iron mine too, and then split the belt. I'm filling up these storage containers pretty quickly. So one iron mine would have saved me some extra effort and some power gen that I didn't need to waste. That got us to 75 more. So close. Just barely staying ahead of the line. There we go. Got enough for the first shipment. Let's go see how it works. sure I can make the run right up there. I'm gonna try though. Can't quite get a second hop. There's nowhere for me to stand right there. Oh, you bastards. Make me go all the way around. It's cool to see these support pylons given the change in height, the slope. So it's a pretty cool graphical engineering achievement to have that show up. Alright, there we go. So, load, seal, send. Show me anything down here? It's all interior. Base elevator resource delivery 2. Tier 4 and tier 5 and 6 load resources 500 and motors. Alright. Didn't get any messages or anything, so I'm not sure if we actually got anything out of that. Oh, I know what I need. I need a bounce pad. That's what I need. Bounce pad will get me up there quick. Alright, up here first. Nothing new. So modular frames I already know about. That's reinforced and iron rods, so that's gonna suck. That's gonna take a lot of management. Alright, so we unlocked tier 3. That's what I was hoping for. So 3 is unlocked. I think 4 and 5 it said, which are not available. So doing this, the space elevator any further isn't going to be useful for this demo. I can't go any further. So we've unlocked coal power. There's the thing I was thinking of, the tractor. Any fuel type, 25 inventory slot, has a built-in craft bench, can be automated to pick up and deliver resources at truck stations. Nicknamed the Sugar Cube by Fix-It pioneers with the justification, it's pretty sweet, you know? Truck station, send to receive resources to vehicles, has an inventory with 48 slots, transfers up to 120 stacks per minute to from docked vehicle. Alright, coal generator, burns coal to generate electricity for your power grid. And scanner resource coal. So, if we wanted to do this, we need more reinforced iron plates. Rotors I've got, more wire. That's the thing I was talking about earlier in the evening, though. And then Logistics Mark II. There's the Mark II conveyor belt. Conveyor pull, stackable. Conveyor pull with fixed size that is stackable. Alright. See, some of these things I know are... They're designed in such a way that instead of spreading out laterally, I could put, for example, that second line of production on top of this first line of production using conveyor or poles and so on. So you can build vertically as well as horizontally. I'm not sure how easy it is to run conveyors from up to down and how close you have to be or what gradient of slope you can have. Alright. So, in order to unlock these things, I'd have to gather these materials. I think, though, I've had about enough for this evening. We're about 4.5 hours in. Now I know exactly how far you can get in the current setup and kind of how things work in general. Definitely could reorganize better now that I've got an understanding of some of the basics here and some of the ratios. In general, it's pretty cool, but I don't know. I just get the feeling that it would be, the early game especially, is going to be extremely samey. And without any kind of a narrative push or danger or something, I don't know. I mean, the graphics are nice. It's just that the production chains are pretty simplistic at the moment. Any kind of a wiki information and such is going to give everybody the info they need to know exactly how many power plants to run through and how to split to get certain configurations of second tier goods and so on. It seems like it's all going to be very, I don't know, not much variety. So, we'll see. I like parts of what I see. Looking forward to checking it out some more and getting some more detail, especially when next week's full early access release hits, if it has more stuff. So, we got some interesting building blocks. But I think that's it for me for this evening. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Hope you had a good time checking out Satisfactory. And I'll be back on tomorrow with some Cataclysm. Yeah, it's 3D Factorio, but I just don't think it... Given the time frames in a first person versus a top down, I don't know how you could possibly cram in the same amount of content as Factorio has, but I don't know, maybe they have plans to build it out that far. We'll see. A lot of things about it I really like. The power poles, I mean, in other games I've had issues with connecting power and things like that. I really like the system they've got for that. I just wish I could get more detail. There's a lot of things that I just can't seem to get the information I want. This is too simplistic. Not knowing that this produces 20 megawatts regular, well, it says there, but I don't know. There's just areas where I think they need some more information, but that's just me. Alright, so that's it for me. Have a good evening, everybody.